Griffith, New South Wales, the next stop for the crews contesting the ARB Australian Off-Road Racing Series. Round 2, 83 competitors. This is the ARB Griffith 400. Super tough laps of an ever-changing, demanding and challenging track. Centred predominantly on the private property of the Ryan family, the 80k loops including a huge mix of driving conditions.
Very tight, you know, in the bush and the hills. It's very tight, very rocky, but it is a challenge to get around, but at least you can get out in some big flat straights and have a bit of a break and get back into it. But no, they've done a really good job up here.
Certainly an off-road track where it's nice and rocky and rough, and yeah, you got to keep your wits about you. It's good.
Traditional fast flying stuff like Griffith always has, but the quite tight and twisty up in the trees, so it really keeps you on your ball, and you can't stuff up anywhere really. You know, you overshoot a corner, you're going to be in a tree, so you really got to take your time and pick your lines and not overcook it pretty much.
For pointy end competitor and president of the host club, Matt Ryan, this is a huge commitment. He and his committee putting in a mammoth effort to get this event up and running. Some years in the making, a change of venue, this 2013 running massive with almost a tripling of the entry numbers.
Yeah, look, we're wrapped. This is the most amount of entries that we've had from the Griffith Off-Road Club for any event we've ever held over 25, 30 years. So yeah, we couldn't be more ecstatic about that. It's taken a while since we had to move out here. We've had a big effort, but it's all done for next year and we're ready to go. And yeah, so hopefully next year will be a little bit easier.
The competition will again be red hot from the go. Many of the outright points leaders from the opening round here to tackle his course. Aaron Havey, second on round 1, will look to push hard early and get the jump on the field. Danny Brown had a super opening event, taking the extreme two-wheel drive class and a hard-fought 5th outright. The 442 truck could be well suited to the extreme nature of this track. After a sensational 4th outright debut run in their Illumicraft Pro Light at Sea Lake, the McClelland Mott pairing well and truly ready for more quick, consistent laps. Ivan Robertson, another to put in a huge drive to start his series off. 6th outright at Sea Lake, his Mickelfab Raptor truck also likely to be quick this weekend. Hard luck stories from round 1, Andy Ryan and Andy Brown both showed big potential. They will look to capitalise on their now well-sorted machinery and chase down some points. For the series leader Matt Owen, it's very early days, but he will look to add to the lead with more flat-out racing from the drop of the flag. A big spread of machines across the 7 classes, ensuring tough group battles. A strong ProLight contingent, again a big field of Super 1650s, plenty of tin-top action from the Extreme and Performance classes, 24 Pro buggies set to fire up the Griffith track. After after the break, the revs rise and the dirt flies as we go racing on round 2 of the ARB Australian Off-Road Racing Series. A 20k sprint, one car at a time, the all-important prologue underway. Mostly smooth, very fast in places, and plenty of junctions keeping crews on their toes. It was always going to be a tough fight for the outright spots, and the fans were not disappointed. Just seconds separating the front crews. Aaron Havey, Danny Brown and Chris Weston going toe-to-toe, 5th, 4th and 3rd respectively, just 7 seconds across these 3 top competitors. ARB's Andy Brown continuing his round 1 show of speed, a fantastic run across the section. More adjustments between events has made the Nissan-powered Sabre even quicker. 2nd spot the prize. Their sights now firmly set on the series title prize. Super quick from the go and the number 30 Jimco very much on song. Glenn Owen and Matt Ryan fastest of the field. Valuable time ticking away as Andy Ryan stalls. The 10 seconds lost here costing him potentially 3rd place. That said, no major damage, still well placed in 6th. The number 11 of Rose in the top 10 with 7th, as is the fastest Prolight man Tony Fellhaber in 8th. Glenn Towers and Luke Urseg with strong runs, 9th and 10th quickest. Keeping the entertainment level high and getting the huge field away quickly, the ARB Griffith 400 adopting the 2-up start for the 80k run, making up Section 1. The feeling up and down the entry list is the need to get a good start and build a gap. This track is going to get tougher and rougher, cutting up as the laps continue. Talk in the pits about flat tyres, that with good reason. No less than 12 competitors falling foul of the conditions, punctures and smashed rims costing heavily. And this is just the first lap. Plenty of drama at the pointy end. Aaron Havey's good start in prologue dealt a hard blow.
Yeah, mate, we was going pretty hard there. Sort of chasing a fair bit of dust though, up through the hills and that. And we're going pretty well there. We just happened to puncture a tyre through one of the tight sections there. And single C there, I really can't be bothered getting out to change it, so we drove in the last 10 k's of the flatty. So as it turned out, we destroyed the back tyre, and we still got home though, which was good. So yeah, it's a bit of a tough day, but that's how it goes.
Andy Brown, another to strike trouble after a brilliant start.
Yeah, prologue we were pretty happy with. We got second in the prologue, so we were very happy there. Got about 60 k's in, we were sort of sniffing Glenn's dust, and then we get away, then we catch him back up in the trees, and yeah, we met a rock and got a flat tyre on the rear, so that put play to that, and I think we ended up 23rd or something. But hey, we had a great fun, great track, and but yeah, shouldn't hit the rock.
Third fastest on Prologue, another in trouble. The 61 machine of Weston and Bishop, electrical issues and eventually a DNF. On the plus side, some good work across the classes. Fellhaber capitalising on the quick Prologue. A super lap time, over a minute in the lead of the class and a 7th outright. Urseg and Middle Miss having a great battle, separated by just 10 seconds. Second and third places, respectively. Urseg pushing the 150 car into 10th spot overall. The big field of Super 1650s looking to capitalise in the tight and twisty sections of the course. Darryl Smith getting his machine around with almost a minute gap back to second. Werner and Sue Zettel using their experience in the conditions, pushing the Jarvie just hard enough. Second spot, 25 seconds up on the Barnacote pairing. The sportsmen of Williams and McInnes doing a great job in the conditions. Lap 1 successfully completed. After rolling out of round 1, Performance two-wheel drive Supremo Bernie Clossy showed his dominance, just under 4 minutes up on second place, a powerful lap 1. The Collins pairing working their number 510 Jeep hard and getting the desired result. Wynett and Hardy, the final machine, still running in this class. After stopping and rendering assistance to a crew that had rolled on Prologue, the Bowman-Hardman combo smashed out a super fast lap, taking a big lead. Dixon and Prince, the 880 machine, making the lap 1 distance with second place. Fellow patrol runners Hall and Sage holding down third. An early out for the Mar Hose crew, this coming together with a sizable tree, putting paid to their event. The extreme two-wheel drive class has been providing fans with awesome action. Great battles with these machines pushing the outright times. The close fight out front between Gartner and Brown, a beauty. 9 seconds apart, it's well and truly on. The CPF trophy truck of Danny Brown, spectacular as ever. A very quick run with even more speed found since the last round.
After the fairlane, we actually put it on the dyno. We found a sensor that had been cooked, so and that had been done for a while. So we put it back on the dyno, fixed the sensor, and ended up with a lot more power and in a drivable area. So it was in the trees here, it's a totally different car. It's definitely a lot quicker.
Gartner pushing his new machine to the limit and sometimes beyond, leading the group and an impressive third outright. An eventful opening day.
Haven't run it a lot. This is a new truck, and in Prologue we put it through a fence, unfortunately, but got that sorted out, got back on the track, got back and done some brake adjustments.
For the two pro buggies out front, clean, super fast laps, sub 50-minute times, and game on for Section 2. Andy Ryan storming through, looking and sounding the business.
It's probably one of the toughest tracks that I've been on for a long time. It's just there's a lot of rocks, a lot of stumps. You know, people say that we know the course, but you don't know a course like this because it changes every lap. Like from reconnaissance to the main lap, there was rocks and stuff that have shifted everywhere. So you know, you can't memorise a full 80 k's.
Making the most of the clean air they grabbed off the start, Owen and Ryan not putting a foot wrong. Plenty of places to get caught out, especially at these speeds. Their experience paying dividends. A lead of just under a minute, very handy. A good day's work from this crew.
start, everything's gone to plan. We had a good run in the prologue, started off the front, so we knew we were going to get that dust-free run and made the most of it. It was great. It's probably one of the busiest tracks I've been on for a long time, and it is very challenging.
Notable runs from Terry Rose holding down 6th. The number 80 of Glenn Towers, another with a very fine run on the opening lap. 5th outright, the reward.
Hey, I'm Andrew McClellan. This is the ARB Off-Road Racing Series. We'll be back after the break.
Four massive laps, 320 kilometres of competition. Welcome back to round 2 of the ARB Australian Off-Road Racing Series, the ARB Griffith 400. Twins start getting the field away. It's going to be super tough. This very diverse and challenging course sure to take its toll on teams and their machines. The schedule for the day to include an opening run of 2 continuous laps, a 1-hour service followed by another 2 hits at the loop. The number 20 machine Glenn Towers behind the wheel, backing up his excellent day 1 result with another quick lap. Unfortunately though, his luck headed south, suspension failure and sideline. The 95 car of Simpson, another out after a good start. A quick opening lap for Danny Brown, however a puncture on the second, costing over 5 minutes and dropping a spot outright. Fellow Extreme 2-wheel drive runner Gartner, another to puncture. Making matters worse, a transmission failure on the second run and out of this year's Griffith event. Punching out 2 super quick laps, second and first fastest, Aaron Havey on the charge and heading into the service, grabbing back several outright places. Disappointingly, he another to strike trouble, crashing the 57 car on the 3rd lap of the day and out. Front runners Owen and Ryan still pushing hard with fast but measured drives. Both crews into service with no issues. Owen holding on to a 1 minute 55 second lead. This event again providing the platform for brilliant class action. The closely fought Super 1650 category producing another highly entertaining race. The Wells Price combo taking the win. They battled all round with second place runners Smith and Matthews. The 201 crew with puncture issues, even having to head to the pits to replenish their spares. The Zettles taking 3rd place, another crew with dramas, but getting through for the points. Early podium runners Barnacote, victims of the tough conditions and out midsection. The lone sportsman crew of Williams and McInnes achieving what many could not, getting their machine to the finish to take maximum points. For the Performance 2-wheel drive group, a super hard event. None of the crews able to complete all laps. Varying dramas taking toll on the machines. At event's end, the Collins pairing taking the top spot. Wynett and Hardy 2nd, and Section 1 winners Clossy and Stacey 3rd after not restarting on day 2. More great tussles this time from the Extreme 4-wheel drive class. Bowman Hardman grabbing an early advantage before being locked in a fight with Hall and Sage. swapping lap times until the last of the 5 loops. The 833 machine's engine crying enough. Hall taking the top spot, Dixon and Price keeping it consistent on the front laps and getting the reward with second place. Ward and Allison in the 832 Patrol taking the 3rd position. For the very experienced Terry Rose, 5 super consistent laps, clean and free of drama. Reward for he and co-driver Egan, a well-deserved 5th outright. No mean feat on this toughest of rounds. The number 161 Southern Cross of Brett Smith proving yet again the absolute pace of the Pro Light class. Quick across all laps, coming home with a charge, 6th outright and 2nd Pro Light. A great effort. A notable run for the 117 Middlemiss pairing, involved in a great scrap with Smith, falling short by just 8 seconds, but still taking 3rd Pro Light. A spectacular run. This is 2 in a row. The McClellan-Mott pairing grabbing another excellent result in the series with their new Alumacraft. Smashing out a super fast opening lap, backing that up with a quick 2nd run, they could then ease up a little and take an excellent 4th outright and the lead in Pro Light. As we've mentioned in the past, the spectacular trophy trucks just keep delivering awesome action. The runners in this class providing heaps of great racing. The Toyota Tacoma of the Miller pairing putting in good early laps before encountering problems, still finishing with 3rd in class. Robertson and Mickle reporting to have had a few small issues, slowing them but nothing serious. This truck certainly getting closer to the class pointy end. 2nd in the group, a good couple of days' work. A fantastic weekend for the Brown-Apted combination. 3rd outright, their trophy truck well and truly up to the task with recent setup changes introduced. The team well pleased.
Yeah, we're pretty wrapped. It's always good to get a finish, but when you can get a podium and win your class, it's just an added bonus, really. With the truck handling a bit better and with the suspension, as you said, and with the extra added work on the dyno, we really got the engine where we want it, and it's just so much more drivable now, and it's just making life easy. It was relentless in there, actually. You didn't get a break, and that's what off-roading's all about, and it was a real driver's track. So yeah, credit to the Griffith Off-Road Club and the Ryan family for getting this track sorted, and yeah, it was awesome. We had a ball.
The number 50 machine, Andy Ryan behind the wheel, 2nd outright. A brilliant result for this hard-working team.
But, car ran faultlessly all day, and there'd be no one that I'd like to come second to other than Glenn, so yeah, no, it was an awesome day. The first day after our bad prologue, we ended up in a lot of dust. Got over that and then started side by side with Glenn and had a good run the first 2 laps and sort of thought we had it in the bag, our 2nd spot, and we're trying to catch Glenn but couldn't. And Aaron Havey actually was coming up from behind, starting off because of his flat tyre the day before. So we went out on the 3rd lap and had to have a bit more of a crack today. Look, it's just an awesome result. To do it in front of a home crowd, it's just awesome.
Headed from the drop of the flag, the Owen-Ryan combination setting a fierce pace. The field left to chase.
very tough event, but 2 for 2 is fantastic. We've got a good start to the series now. Rolling the Gundy in a month's time and try to keep going. Very tough, very, very tough demanding course, but it's really good. We've got a fair few switchbacks in there, so I can see where Andy Ryan was all the time, and you just sort of set the pace to suit. So yeah, very, very easy track to race on, but very tough conditions.
2 rounds run, big fields, great racing and a fantastic atmosphere. The ARB Australian Off-Road Racing Series well and truly cementing itself as a major part of the country's off-road racing scene. North to Queensland for the 3rd event and the famous Melonhole Country, the town of Goondiwindi to host. Another big field and tough competition expected.